Welcome to Whippoorwill Holler. I'm Miss Lori, and this is Mr. Brown. We live in the hills of Arkansas. We love the Lord. Keepers of the old way, but accept some of the new. We love to cook, and we love to eat. We love to garden. It's in our blood. It's how we stay sustainable and fill our pantry. We do a lot of canning and preserving. We live a sustainable life. We love our family. We work hard. And every once in a while, we like to dance. So y'all join us. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Friday's series of cooking with my cookbooks. I picked out a cookbook that several of y'all sent me these cookbooks. I've got 3 of them. But what is so funny is all 3 of them are from different series of the same cookbook. So I think this cookbook, it's got 21 series of editions. Let me look and make sure. The copyright is 1931, and it goes plumb to, copyright I think goes plumb to 1947, if I'm thinking right. But this is the Household Searchlight Recipe Cookbook. I was sent this cookbook several years ago, and I have received 2 more of them, the Searchlight recipe books, since then. But like I said, all 3 of them are from different editions, which is, I think that's kind of neat. But anyways, I picked this one, and just randomly, this is a really nice cookbook. It's got really good old recipes in it, and this one feels kind of like it's leather bound. I'm not sure, but it feels like it. But these are really neat cookbooks, so I appreciate y'all for sending me the Searchlight recipe book. Some of y'all probably have this cookbook. You can go on Etsy or eBay or different online bookstores and look for it. But I was just kind of thumbing through it, just like I do with all of them. And there's several recipes I'd like to do out here. And one of them is some kinds of different breads. But this one just caught my eye because I've had several people ask me about making gingerbread, since it's getting so close to that time of year anyways, where we love making the gingerbreads for the holidays. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Page 45. And gingerbread always brings me back to when I was a little girl, because my grandmother made gingerbread all the time. And this is a really old recipe here. We're going to be using molasses, of course, making our gingerbread. And you can use, this is unsulfured molasses. Grandma's, you can find this at just about any store. This is a Golden Barrel unsulfured blackstrap molasses. I think I got this at, for some reason I'm thinking I might have got this at the Mennonite store, but I can't remember. And of course, this is sorghum. You can use just plain old sorghum if you want to. And that's what I'm using because I already had it open. But just any molasses that you have would be good. Most of the ingredients you're going to have in your pantry. And that's one of the things that I did want to stick to, and that is any of the recipes that I find in these old books. If it's got stuff in it that I don't have in my pantry or my refrigerator or my freezer, I'm going to have to go on to the next recipe, because I'm not going to be going to the store and buying extra for the recipes. Because if I can't make it out of my pantry, I'm probably not going to make it. Because I cook out of my pantry as much as possible. I'm just beating 2 eggs right here. We're also going to be making a lemon sauce. There's a recipe back here for a lemon sauce that we can put on top of this gingerbread, so that'll be good. We've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to go ahead and sift our flour, measure. We're going to put our baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking soda to 3 cups of all-purpose flour. A teaspoon of ginger. Of course, you got to have ginger for gingerbread. I know a lot of y'all have a lot of good memories about gingerbread, and probably in your childhood. Gingerbread cookies. We need a teaspoon of cinnamon. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. It's about 1/4 of a teaspoon, I think. So I'm just going to mix the dry ingredients up. Now you can bake this in a 9 by 13 pan. I'm going to try to get this in this baking dish. Danny bought this from Red Flea Market the other day. This is about a 7.5 by 12. I don't know. It may be too little. I'll have to see once I get my batter made up. You can make it in a bread loaf pan too, but I like to make, just regular cake out of it, because I like to eat it with either whipped cream or some kind of a lemon sauce. So we got all our dry ingredients. So now we just need to combine our eggs. We got two large eggs right here. And let's see. Our sugar. We need 1 cup of packed brown sugar. That's what we got right there. We need our shortening. So we need 3/4 of a cup of melted shortening. I'm going to be using 3/4 cup of rendered lard. And I'm going to mix the egg and the sugar up. And then we're just going to alternate that with, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put the molasses in with the egg and the sugar. Molasses is really, really good for you. And you can also use molasses in your garden on your plants. It has a lot of different things that you need for, like magnesium and different things like that. That's good for your plants and your body. So I'm mixing the molasses, the brown sugar, and the 2 eggs together. And you could have put your melted shortening in here too, to add to your wet ingredients. What I'm going to do is I've got a cup of buttermilk, and I'm going to alternate that with our molasses mixture here. And that's how I'm going to mix it up. And this does make, I'm going to say this will make a 9 by 13 baking dish real easy. Put some more buttermilk. Some more molasses mixture. I think Mr. Brown's needing to walk through the kitchen. He's looking at me like he needs. You can come through here. We're just cooking. We're not splitting any atoms or anything like that. Not yet. I'm going to have to beat this. Get some of that off. Can you smell that molasses in there? I know you like molasses and biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put the rest of my buttermilk, I'm just alternating it with the molasses mixture. Makes me want to whip up some biscuits, some butter and molasses.
I'm for that.
You gonna mix that for me?
Yep, I'm gonna do it for you.
Okay, because I'm gonna kind of get this stuff. I've made a mess.
That don't surprise me.
And I'm thinking that dish you bought me the other day, I don't think it's gonna be big enough. I'm gonna have to get my 9 by 13 out. I was hoping I could use it. Make sure I got everything. I got my brown sugar, buttermilk, flour, molasses, melted lard, eggs, baking soda, ginger, cinnamon. The recipe says to bake in a 375 oven, but I'm going to have to bake mine 350 because that's just too high in my oven to bake a cake or anything like a cake. So it's messy and sticky.
There you are.
You like gingerbread?
Yes, I do.
I know you done a video.
I like anything with molasses in it.
You done a video, it's an older video about different, the blackstrap molasses, the unsulfured, and
The sulfured.
yeah. Do you remember? Because I can't remember.
Well, it's basically just the process of how many times they filter the molasses. And the more they filter them, the more sugar comes out, the more sulfur that's in them, and the stouter, darker, more bitter, just a stouter, really stout flavor. Really true, what some people call blackstrap. That's really blackstrap is very, very stout.
The unsulfured. So, grandma's that you can buy at any store just about is unsulfured, but regular sorghum, to me it's not as stout, so the process must...
It's a different, your regular sorghum is sweeter.
Yeah. That's
Because the more you process it, the more you boil the sugar out of it.
Right.
And true, and these here are the, that's really stout right there.
I bet it is.
It's a different, I like this regular sorghum, what I like.
Yeah.
And then are these just regular molasses here?
Well, it's unsulfured blackstrap molasses.
These two,
Yeah.
they don't smell as stout as this does.
Yeah, that's grandma's, and it may even have added, you know, some of that stuff you buy at the store you gotta watch because they'll have added ingredients to it. It's not gonna be just regular. Where stuff like this will be your real.
And you know, there's a difference in. It's basically just a process. And now there's some different sorghums that are the plants that are a little different too. I believe some are sweeter than others. But a lot of it just has to do with the process that they go through. But I'm just basically now this, you know, these are dark. You get some that look like syrup. I think they've got a lot of stuff added to them.
Yeah.
But these, just about like this right here, that's one of my favorite. I like the sweet.
We don't have.
I'm not too much into these real dark blackstrap. You made a cake like that, didn't you, or something? Out of a blackstrap cake of some kind.
Yes.
And it's very stout.
It's very stout.
Very stout.
But I was telling them that you can even put like this, the blackstrap, in water. Put so much, a ratio, so much in some water, and feed your plants with it. It's supposed to be really good for your plants.
I think that's what I would use this for.
You don't want to eat that one.
Well, I mean, you could lightly use it in things.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but if you're putting, you know, something like this, of course, that's just me. Some people might really like the real dark blackstrap.
Okay, I went ahead and greased the 9x13 because it just, all this, I was afraid wasn't going to fit in that.
You didn't want too dirty pan, did you? Start putting it in and think, no, that's too little.
And you know I'm good at that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm usually good at not getting a big enough bowl when I'm mixing. This smells really good. And I think with that lemon sauce, I've got one lemon left. It's really going to be good. This is just one of them recipes I think is kind of like comfort food. It kind of reminds you of Grandma's house and the holidays and, you know, just the winter time and stuff like that. Just going to even it out a little bit. This was my grandpa's favorite cake. Gingerbread. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm really thinking that this was always on Grandma's table. This same
I believe it was.
molasses was always on her table.
I'd almost bet you that this is not as stout as this.
Probably not.
This is some of the stoutest I've ever seen.
Okay, we got our cake, our gingerbread in here. I've got my oven at 350, and it says on the recipe it takes about 40 minutes, but I'm going to check it at probably 25 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it, and then it'll probably take in my oven, I don't know, probably, it may take 35, 40 minutes, but we'll see. Meanwhile, while that's baking, we're going to make the lemon sauce to go on top of it. Okay, let's make us a lemon sauce to go over our gingerbread. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of sugar in here. And I'm going to put 1.5 cups of water. Now I will have these recipes down in my information box below the videos. You have to click on that word more or show more for it to come down though. So I've got my cornstarch, my sugar, my water, and I'm going to put, I had one lemon left, which was good because that's all I needed. And I'm going to put the zest of one lemon. It says 1/4 of a lemon, but I just went ahead and put zest of a whole lemon. Now I've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice here, but we're not going to put it in until it thickens up. And once this comes to a little bit of a boil, it'll start thickening up pretty quick. You don't want it to be too thick that you can't pour it over your gingerbread. So if it seems to be too thick on you, just pour just a little more water in it. Okay, after a few minutes, cooking this on about a medium low, it's thickened up. I'm going to turn the burner off. I'm going to put my 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in here. And 1.5 tablespoons of butter. And this is your lemon sauce for your gingerbread. It's just about that easy. And it'll continue to thicken up as it sits here. You just got to keep an eye on it. And it only took just a couple of minutes to get it thickened up. You see how it's thickened up. It'll be delicious on top of that gingerbread. Take my gingerbread real quick. It is rising and looking and smelling so good. And you know what? It's going to take 45 minutes in my oven. I didn't really think it'd take that long, but it's still a little jiggly in the middle. So, got this a little bit longer. I want to show y'all something. This is a cute little pot holder that I bought at a flea market the other day. Isn't it cute? Somebody made that. They had all different colors, but I like the little black hen, so that's the one I got. So cute. Okay, our cake is done. I let it cool just a little bit. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over the top. Just like that. Okay, we're going to cut us a piece. And we're going to taste it. It's still just a little bit warm still. See how it turned out. It's got a real pretty color to it. It smells good. You can go ahead and put your little more powdered sugar around it if you want to. And then pour you some of this lemon sauce on it. Not too, whoops, not too much, like I did. Okay, now we're going to taste this. Okay, we're going to, I done tasted it. It's good. Mr. Brown's going to taste it now.
The official taste tester.
The official taste tester. You can eat this.
I don't know that I've ever ate gingerbread cake with lemon sauce on it.
You don't have to eat it with the lemon sauce. It's not real stout. Tastes like gingerbread. He would rather have it without the lemon sauce. But I know I've heard a lot of y'all talk about loving gingerbread. Y'all remember with some kind of a lemon sauce on it. And when I seen that recipe, I thought, I'm going to make this lemon sauce. Or you can just make a regular vanilla sauce to go on it if you wanted to.
Well, it's really good.
And that molasses does not make that gingerbread really stout. I mean, it tastes like gingerbread. I even like gingerbread cookies.
It's not overspiced.
No.
It's good.
It's just got ginger and cinnamon in it. Don't have any nutmeg or cloves in it.
Good.
It's good, huh? You can take some fishing with you. With no lemon sauce on it.
That's really good.
It is. It's good stuff. Old-fashioned gingerbread cake with lemon sauce. And I hope y'all like this recipe. I hope y'all are liking our Friday cooking from my cookbooks, because I know I'm enjoying it. And I got a lot of cookbooks to go too. I had to confess though, my first recipe that I was going to do was saltwater bread. And it didn't ferment good last night, so
Got too cool.
the house was too cold. So when I think I'll wait and it's salt bread. There's different things that it's called. A lot of y'all call it salt bread. But when we crank up the wood cook stove and it's warmer in here, and my ferments can do better, then I'll make the salt bread. How about that? Because it didn't. I even put it in the oven with the light on, and the ferment wasn't good enough. Or I didn't think so. So we're gonna wait for the house to warm up a little bit before we do that. I'm getting excited about starting a wood cook stove, especially one outside. I'm ready to cook outside.
I've got to clean it. I got to clean the flue and all around it.
Oh, you're talking about the one inside?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The flue's got to be clean.
I done it once last winter, but it'll need it again.
I'm ready, y'all. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this old recipe. If you've never made gingerbread, this is a really, really good recipe. It's not, some gingerbread recipes you get are pretty stout with the molasses, but this tastes pretty good, don't it?
Yeah, it is. It's good.
So
You keep putting that cheek up there.
we'll see you in a few days.
That's maybe sweeter than the ginger lemon, huh?
I don't know. You sure are being sweet to me. Is it because you're fixing to leave and go fishing?
Well, no.
He's going. He's
Got
going
a tournament
tomorrow. So, anyways, that's fine. I'm gonna go see the grandbaby. Stay with him for a little bit. So we're both good. Got stuff to do.
I'm always sweet to you.
I know.
Don't be mean.
I'm mean to you and you're sweet to me, huh?
Yes, that's the way it is. That's what
Yeah. Anyways, try this recipe, especially during holidays. I think it'll look really good on your holiday table. You can tell everybody that it is a very old recipe back from the 1930s, and you got it from Whippoorwill Holler. So we'll see you in a few days. I think I'm going to have to start doing some canning. I need to put some stuff up in the pantry, so y'all may be seeing some of that next week too. So y'all take care and have a beautiful weekend. God loves you. We love y'all. See you later.